Hi, welcome. On this video, we're going to see me do the pick up objects exercise with Jax again. Now here, this exercise, again, it's all about motives of the dog. Okay, so for example, when you're getting a dog to pick up objects, it's really important that it's in the right relationship, that the dog understands within the context and framework as to who's in control of the doing part, okay? So that's really important. So for example, you could have a dog pick up something, but because they're not in the right relationship and they're coveting it, they don't want to give it up. You'll see them how they, be very possessive of that. That can present a problem because it's basically on their terms. So for example, it can look okay in certain environments where they have control, right? And so it's basically happening on their dime. But if you go into another situation, say in this case as a service dog, and you're in a restaurant and you drop something on the floor, what can happen is the dog isn't going to perform the way that you want, because again, it's about who's in control, okay, within the parameters of the relational, okay? So it's what the motives of the dog. It's about it has to take the pathway of a demand that the dog accepts through the motives being aligned. Okay, so because again, I'm putting influence over the dog. But so as we do this exercise here, and what we'll throw off even with say Jax, because let's do it off a little bit as a progressing through the issues with control, adjusting control, is again as you adjust this, something like this exercise can take a little bit more time, okay, because it's very specific. It represents moving into a very controlled exercise task where it's about the motives being aligned properly. So as I do this, you'll see me really incentivizing Jax to do it. And again, as he's doing it, I'm going to be putting him into the sit position and giving him the command to release the object, as sometimes I need to assert some influence over him. But this is phase 3, and so this really takes shape during this phase. This is a big deal to get a dog to perform this as part of his designation as a physical ability support dog, okay? But this is something that requires some time, requires some effort, because you have to switch the motives over so that I'm in control. The dog is doing it based on what I want, okay? So it can be challenging at times, but I would encourage you, if you're doing this exercise, is really make sure you're following the right path. You have to bring the script online, the method online. I say script, it means if I say script, it means more than one method, okay? So there's several things happening in this exercise to make sure this aligns properly and follows the right path. So I have my Jax out. Again, the series of objects here in sizes. Again, you would have saw another video on this. Again, I'm kind of working on this because, again, I'm switching control over. So this is a exercise that takes a little bit more time. But if you look at the process itself, with how this takes hold, it really is very fast anyway. Okay, honestly, because again, the system maximizes the amount of time, because kind of like all the foolishness, that those things which interfere in the process are pushed out of the way. Okay, so it's jumping over mainstream type of thing, idea of training, and so the motivation for Jax is coming into agreement with nature within the context of what's reasonable. It's through the roles, okay? It's through him accepting my position. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to bring him out and see him work through this. So. So when you do this exercise, you really want to make sure you're working off a flat collar, because you don't want that pressure that way. Okay, I want a little bit more of his ability to be able to not assert that pressure at times. So Okay, just going to move through the objects. Good boy, good boy, good boy. Good boy, good boy. Good boy, good boy. Good boy, good boy, good boy. Good boy, good boy. Good boy, good boy. 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 Out. Good boy. That was very good. Now, here you saw it spinning around the floor. This is really difficult to get off the floor because he's trying to get leverage to get his teeth under it. Okay, so, but here, I'd rather have him work it out a little bit. Okay, and then that way he's able to work it out and actually do certain things to get it under his teeth. He gets it up and did really well. So in the goal here is, you saw as I brought it up, I adjusted it to the middle of his mouth. Okay, so I'm always trying to center the object, I'm shaping that even as he's bringing it up. And so we saw lots of praise. Okay, there's nothing wrong with doing that at this point because the motives have really cleaned up a lot, so it doesn't, what it represents is different. Okay, it incentivizes differently at the relational level. So we're going to move to a different object. Hit it. Hit it. Good boy. 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 Out. Out. Good boy. Again, really, really good. Doing a good job. Now, what you do too is to adjust for the coveting. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the dog. Of course, they want to possess it, right? But you know, as the motor's clean up, so to take advantage of that, you know, you can actually start to draw them up. They put them into sort of a desperate position a little bit where they don't want to lose it, and kind of, you know, make the exercise go quicker. Okay? You can shape it that way too, just by working off that a little bit. So again, different object. I'm going to do the small one this time. Okay. Get it. Get it. Good boy. 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 Out. Good boy, Jax. Good boy. Good job. Good. Very happy. Now, next object is it's a, you know, different size. It's more of an awkward object. Okay, so he has a tendency to want to grab it into the narrow part, which is fine for picking up. But again, I will center it just to help to bring him more into taking it from to the, you know, going to the middle of it a little bit. Hit it. Boy. Boy. Good 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 boy. Shape him or bring him back, put the influence on and bring him back into the return position, in this case right beside the wheelchair, and then give the command for him to release it. So this time I'm going to put down a different object, cloth material. That's it. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Boy, that's out, 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 good boy. So, very good, okay, excellent. So the whole thing with, again, you're doing this exercise, if you do, and here's the thing to understand, if through the method, if you bring the dog under too much influence, you know, with too much like the pushing and pulling and that type of a more of an intensive type of script or method, what can happen is it'll throw the dog off too much, okay? The dog won't want to pick the objects up. So you have to find the right balance between the dog thinking they have control over them. So what you're doing is you're basically manipulating their issues with control to get it to work out so that it'll switch over, it'll transition easier, because I don't want to throw him off or put too much influence over him, especially if he's overly possessive of something. I need to just kind of like sprinkling pixie dust on his mind. You have to keep the method a little bit looser, okay, and then just slowly intensify the script so that I'm switching the issue from the level control over to me through it, okay? So that's a little tip as you do this, but doing really well, very happy with it. Again, the focus here now is to get this shaped up so that it becomes more solid, okay? So that, you know, he's going to come back into the position, go into the sit position on his own, okay? Just start to make those connections. But as I keep working the leash, you keep putting him into position. As I'm doing it, it starts to shape up, okay? You'll see that as we go along. So anyway, thanks for watching.